Page 124.
Speaking and listening.
Look at Mr. and Mrs. Schultz. Are they reading? No, they're not. They're speaking. Mr. Schultz is speaking to Mrs. Schultz. They're speaking German.
Are Mr. and Mrs. Morgan speaking too? Yes, they are. Are they speaking French? No, they're not. What language are they speaking? They're speaking English. Is Mrs. Morgan looking at Mr. Schultz? No, she's not. She's looking at Mr. Morgan.
Mr. Bennet is speaking too. Is he speaking to Mrs. Morgan? No, he's not. Who's he speaking to? He's speaking to Mrs. Bennet. Mrs. Bennet is listening to Mr. Bennet. He's speaking to her, and she's listening to him, right? That's right. He's speaking to her, and she's listening to him.
What about Miss Santos? She's not speaking. She's listening too. Is she listening to Mr. Bennet? No, she's not. She's listening to music, right? That's right. She's listening to music.
Action questions number 34. Answer. Are Mr. and Mrs. Schultz speaking?
Yes, they are.
What language are they speaking?
They're speaking German.
Is Mr. Bennet speaking to Mrs. Morgan?
No, he's not.
Who's he speaking to?
He's speaking to Mrs. Bennet.
Is Mrs. Bennet listening to me?
No, she's not.
Who's she listening to?
She's listening to Mr. Bennet.
And what's Miss Santos doing?
She's listening to music.
Very good.